Why isn't giving birth as painful? Among the most common reason for not having children. If you've not had kids, you can't really imagine. Don't really believe how bad it is. If you have had kids and you want more, your brain, very weirdly, makes you forget. As someone who doesn't want kids, the pain honestly is not a factor to me. If anything, I'm more worried about potential medical side effects that last a lifetime. But more than any of that, I don't want to have a kid for the rest of my life. And that seems like a way bigger deal than a day or two of labor. Because 20 hours of labor is nothing compared to parenting a teenager. I think women who don't want children don't spend much time thinking about childbirth, because they just don't consider that to be information they need to retain. Personally, I want children, and if I were to list downsides of giving birth, the physical distortion of your body and possibility of becoming permanently disabled or incontinent would come to mind before the pain. In the US they give you hella painkillers for the pain. I think there's more important reasons not to get pregnant than pain. Pregnancy as a whole causes permanent changes in your body. Your hips widen. Your stomach gets stretched out. Your breasts change. Your brain chemistry and wiring literally changes. Some women have chronic illnesses for which they need meds. Almost all of my meds can't be taken during pregnancy. Labor seems inconsequential compared to pain for 9 months because you don't have meds. There's also the fact that you're literally becoming responsible for another human. What's a few days of labor compared to a lifetime commitment? Pain is definitely a factor for many, but it's less of a priority compared to other pregnancy-related stuff. It's one of the reasons I don't want children. I saw a birth in sext in 8th grade and that traumatized. Not going through that. A few hours of pain is relatively speaking no big deal. Once it's over, it's over. The other consequences of childbirth are lifelong, so much more significant to the decision. That's actually a big reason for me. Pregnancy and birth sound so terrifying. I don't know how I would consciously make the decision to put myself through it. Maybe someday. I'm still young. If you ask women who have given birth what was harder, childbirth or the following lack of sleep, for the next few weeks, months, they'll nearly unanimously put childbirth lower. There's so many greater things to disincentivize having kids that the discomfort from childbirth doesn't really rank that high. For me, the pregnancy and childbirth is the main reason I'd rather adopt. But if I didn't want kids, that would probably not be the reason. Part of it might be that women's pain is generally not taken all that seriously. It's just a short period of time. So get an epidural, a cesarean. And I suspect people would come up with a lot other things to brush off pain as a factor of not wanting to give birth. Nah, the pain is extensive, but it's temporary and there are ways of managing it. There are other reasons to be concerned about giving birth. It's my main reason. The idea of pregnancy and giving birth terrifies me. I was nervous about giving birth, but I kept telling myself, well, she's gotta come out one way or another, to radically accept it, lol. The only correct answer to the question, why don't you want kids, is, mind your own business. I think women just don't talk about it because it's one of the more superficial and selfish reasons. To me, it's the main reason. I don't want to go through the horrors of pregnancy, the pain of giving birth, the hell of postpartum. I don't want to ruin my whole body forever for a child. My main source of happiness is being able to move my body freely and do whatever I want and look the way I want. Because people will call you selfish if you say that. And they already think that child-free women are a big threat destroying America. Because women are expected to suck it up as part of the process. It's a non-factor in the discussion. Just like the hellacious changes. Many permanent. A woman's body suffers. Her pain and discomfort are beneath notice. The only acceptable reasons not to want children are long-term social, financial, or psychological reasons. Her physical pain are irrelevant. It's not considered at all. It's expected of her. Tocophobia, the fear of childbirth. It is insane to me that the fear of it all can be considered a phobia. As if it is something unexpected and weird. I am pretty sure it is on the list. At least where I have read of CF choices. But it isn't culturally accepted not to see giving birth as something that every woman can be expected to do. No, it's not the pain that scares me, it's the 9 months of being sick and emotional. I got so many health complications I'd never make it to childbirth.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.